But yeah, thinking about what life was like in the Middle Ages, obviously my biggest impression of how that was like is from movies, which is over dramatized, so on and so forth. Probably gives you like a 10% accurate impression of what life was actually like watching movies that are based in that time period. But still, it's pretty amazing how far we have managed to come over the course of 700, 800 years, whatever time is officially considered the Middle Ages. Since then, we have made a lot of progress considering that, in the whole scheme of things, I guess we're going the right way here, 700, 800 years is nothing at all. Like, really nothing at all. Blink of an eye. And our lives, I'm getting all, like, existential here. I'm going to try to jump that roof. This could... I might skip that. I don't want to die and lose our diamonds. Okay. But, yeah. Our lives are like a bajillionth of the blink of an eye. Anyway, where am I going? I'm getting all distracted by my existentialism. I think we've done that one. I guess 5 diamonds. Yeah, let's head to one of the blue puzzles. See what's up with that. Ouch. Anyway, in a mere blink of the eye, we have managed to make lots and lots of fancy technology that you are using right now in order to watch this video. And that I am using in order to make this video. Works both ways. Okay. I guess this seems like the right direction. I hope the blue blocks lead to diamonds. Yeah, it's making me think of, what is it? The Cosmic Calendar by Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan, if you don't know, was a cosmologist, astrophysicist. Lots of different titles. I don't know what that did. Pull lever for checkpoint. Okay. I'm not sure where the checkpoint is. Oh, I guess it let the water down to the floor. Okay. Anyway, Carl Sagan concocted up this little calendar that outlined the history of everything in proportion to a single year. And so basically everything we know is sort of, or everything that we have actually experienced is some, I don't want to say any numbers explicitly because for fear of getting it wrong and saying incorrect information, but just know it's basically like 1159.9999999 seconds, so on and so forth, that is what we know today. And then the Middle Ages would be like 1159.9999998, something like that. You get the point. Obviously, my numbers are probably a bit off, but the overall point I'm trying to convey is still there. I guess we'll head on over to the other blue thing now. Funny how deep I start going when I don't actually have to think about solving puzzles, and it's just doing hardcore parkour. Hardcore parkour, yes. But hardcore parkour is still quite fun. Collecting feathers along the way. I wonder if I can reach that. Probably not. Nope. No way. No way, Jose. Alright, this is probably similar to the last puzzle. Well, jump course. I don't actually know. When did it switch from being a jump map to being called a parkour map? Because I recall a while ago on the Minecraft forums, it would just be called a jump map, and then at some point it transitioned from being called a jump map to a parkour map. And I'm not sure when that transition actually took place, but it's funny nonetheless. Oh boy. Double tapping forward. I will never get used to that. I'm used to shift being mapped to sprint in games. And yeah. Actually, I think in Battlefield 3, at least the beta by default, there was like you could double tap forward and it would start you sprinting. I think. I'm not sure if anyone... God darn it. I'm having difficulty with this. I'm not sure if anyone else tried that or if it was some sort of placebo effect from playing Minecraft that when I double tapped W, I just unwittingly hit shift, but I could have sworn that actually did cause you to sprint in the beta. But anyway, it's kind of a weird, god darn it. I just can't do this. It's kind of weird. I really do wish that in this game you could map. That is one thing I've always wanted, for you to be able to map, for you to be able to bind actions to mouse buttons, because I have 2 buttons on my mouse aside from left, middle, right, and I always map crouch to one of those buttons in like every game ever. I'm going to try the other side because this is not working out well. Oh my goodness. And yeah, it would just be kind of convenient. I know that by default, crouch is generally mapped to control, but I've never really liked that because I have small hands. Let the jokes commence about the small hands. And so I find it much more easy to reach for a mouse button. And is this jump really? Is this possible? God damn. Oh my god. It has to be possible. I'm just messing it up, I guess. Man. There we go. Took long enough. Fall on this one. I'm gonna not be good. There we go. Let there be checkpoints, please. Right? Is that? Oh, up here. Okay. I was scared for a second I didn't hit a switch that opened like pistons or something like that. And yeah, I was gonna get really sad. But anyway. I hope, I'm really crossing my fingers that in the final release, there will be an added ability to map controls to your mouse buttons. I guess we'll see. I mean, there are a lot of games that don't allow you to do that. For example, in League of Legends, I don't think you can do that. At least I haven't figured it out. Unless there's a way to, through your mouse driver program, you can actually set those keys on your mouse equivalent to a keyboard key, and then you just through your game map the I guess I'm going the right way. I'm sort of on autopilot here as I'm talking. You can then map the in-game action to that key, and it'll also work on your mouse button. It's always an alternative. I'm not sure if that's possible. I don't look into these things, do I? I should know them, but I don't. Okay, we have 2 more places to go. I think we've gathered 5. Okay, so we've done 3 red towers. We've done 2 blue. I think we have 2 more green to go under. There are 4 green in total, it looks like. So yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see if we can make this jump. Come on. Yes. Hardcore parkour at its finest. Okay. I don't know if we've gone over to this one. Doesn't look familiar. What's this? I see a switch. Over here. Oh, that's pleasant. Oh, boy. I just hung 3 imaginary people on the gallows. That's nice. That's real nice. That's a beautiful thing about the Middle Ages is... What am I doing? Is there anything around here? Looks like this is directly above the fountain. From what I've gathered, the green blocks of wool are over the actual entrance to the dungeon, so that's... I guess... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, looks like there is a little cavern under here. Anyway... Let's us keep moving forward, shall we? All right. I don't think we've been down here. I'm actually positive we haven't been down here, so that's good. And then after this, we should have 1 more dungeon to go through. And hopefully all will work as planned. Doesn't look like we... Okay, we have to go up and over. And there we go. All right. Looks like there are 4 switches on the walls. And since I cannot access this right now, I would assume that we have some AND gates wired up. So let's see. Oh, okay. I see how it is. That's actually ingenious. Wait a minute. Okay, that's a very good idea. I can't believe I've never thought of that. Rather than having the pistons extend from the wall, just wire up a pressure plate. That's a sweet idea. I might have to steal that at some point. All right, let's flip this. Yeah, I guess we have two AND gates wired up to another AND gate for ANDception, and then that will open up. Darn it, that will open up the middle part. That's my best guess as to what will happen. ANDception, making up words left and right. Gosh darn it. I don't like these currents either. Okay. Guess we need to... There we go. No! Oh, why must I fail so hard at doing this? I'm apparently not a very professional assassin. So that's a bummer. There we go. That's alright. Okay, so that's halfway there. And... Okay, so this is that same sort of piston thing. And there we are. Three out of four. And... This one doesn't seem too difficult. No, I spoke too soon. No. Okay. I guess I need to sprint jump that. I should just sprint jump everything. Then I'll probably start overshooting things, but oh well. What can you do? Yes! ANDception. There we are. Hopefully we got diamonds coming up soon. Yes. Cool. I think we have one more done. Do we have to go back down? Oh no, there's a ladder leading back up. All right.